my name is Tori and I'm a Winnie the Pooh collector from the UK. And this video has been highly requested for quite a while, but I've been putting it off because I knew it would be a lot of work. If you could see the pile I have got down here, it's a lot. I'm already thinking about after I finish filming this video and I have to put this all back. So throughout the year I have been doing little videos showcasing different characters in my collection, my little sub-collections within my collection. I have done Rabbit, Owl, Heffalump, and Kanga and Roo because I wanted to focus on the rarer characters. I think the only rare characters I haven't done is Christopher Robin. He's not really classed as a rare character actually in the series, but merch wise there's hardly any merch for him. He features on a couple of my Loungeflies. I've got one figure of him up there. I have one pin of him, I think. He's featured on a plate over there, but I haven't got a good amount of merch to do a video on him for. And obviously Gopher, I have 2 Gopher plushies. He features on a couple of my Loungeflies, but other than that they don't really make merch for Gopher. But when I've been doing those videos, you guys have been asking and asking for me to do an Eeyore collection. I've been asked a few times on here when I've done collection videos. I've been asked a few times on TikTok that people want to see my Eeyore collection. So we're here today to do my Eeyore collection. And I just want to give a quick disclaimer that this is not my entire Eeyore collection. The reason I'd been putting this video off for so long was because I knew I couldn't physically do my entire Eeyore collection. Obviously when it comes to merch, there's the 4 main Winnie the Pooh characters, Pooh Bear, Tigger, Piglet and Eeyore, and I have so much Eeyore merch. And also, as I'm sure you guys know because I have mentioned it a few times, Eeyore is my mum's favourite character and my mum has her own Eeyore collection, which is huge. So as in terms of my collection, keeping my mum's separate, I still haven't got everything here. I've got quite a lot of it. The things I'm not including in this are jewellery, clothing, Funkos. I've got 5 Eeyore Funkos. You've probably seen them throughout various unboxings and things like that. Basically pretty much every form Eeyore is in a Funko. I have him. I got my Eeyore Nuemo and things like seasonal Eeyore plushies. There's just a few things that I'm missing out. This might still be probably a long video because I've still got a good pile here, but just know this isn't entirely everything, because if I was to do that, I don't think you'd all sit around long enough to watch it all. And England's still having its heat wave. Today is more muggy than it is hot, which for me is just worse. So I don't think I could sit down inside for that long in this weather. But anyway, that is enough rambling. I think without further ado, let's get on to my Eeyore collection. Okay, I think first we'll start off with the fragile bits. I've got my big pile down here, but I've just left the fragile bits next to the camera because I didn't want to get them ruined. So we'll start off with them. Between me and my mum, our mug collection together is quite big. But this is the only Eeyore mug I have got on display in my room. We have a few down in the kitchen for use, but this one I have got a matching Pooh Bear one as well, so I wanted them displayed together. It's from, I know it was from the Disney store quite a few years ago, but I found it in a charity shop. It's got Eeyore's colours inside, and then on the back it says Eeyore. If you've seen my little mug rack display, it's just over there. It's above where I have my seasonal plushies. Because it's a rounded mug and my display is little hooks, it's quite hard to hang up and balance, but I make it work because the handle is quite small and the mug is really rounded. You'd get a good cup of tea out of that. Next piece is this little Eeyore Jim Shore Disney Tradition, and this one I can't believe how lucky I got with this. I brought a Winnie the Pooh teapot off of Facebook Marketplace for £10, which for a collectible teapot is really good. And when I went to the person's house to pick it up, they'd just thrown this in for free. They were having a clear out, didn't want it, assumed I liked Winnie the Pooh because I was buying Winnie the Pooh teapot, and they included this for free. A Disney Tradition Jim Shore, free of charge. Are you kidding me? So that was just amazing. I think you can all agree that these are just some of the most stunning ornaments there is. Look at the detail on them, stunning. And this one you'd have seen quite recently in my most recent pre-loved haul. My mum picked this one up for me. It came with a matching Pooh Bear. There's it only has copyright Disney on the bottom, and I don't know too much other information about it. It's just a little Eeyore ornament. I will be going through all these quite quickly because, as I said, we've got a lot to go through. So those are all of the fragile pieces done. Now I just have a couple of mini figures up here that I didn't want to put on my big pile because I didn't want to lose them. If you've watched my other character collection videos, you'll know I have a little set of figures that I got from, it's like a book, but it came with a playmat and figures so you can act out the story as you're reading it. So a little plastic Eeyore figure, and probably the smallest item In this video, we've just got a adorable, and he's one of the flocked ones with the sparkly eyes. And the only Funko I will be showing you in this video is this mini one. I had the Disney Funko Advent Calendar a couple of years ago, and they did have miniature versions of the 4 Winnie the Pooh Christmas Funkos. So I have the actual size Funko of this one as well, but just the mini one is just so cute. And his letter just says, "Dear Santa, I've been good, better than most," which has been crossed out. "Not as bad as some, Eeyore." And that Funko just there is the full size version. Okay, what do we move on to next? I feel like I've been talking about my Pez collection so much this year, so I feel like you already know quite a lot about this. But I've got the Eeyore Pez. There is technically 2 versions of this. This is the more recent one that they brought out a couple of years ago. But there is also the original version that got released in the 90s. As you know, I did try to complete my Pez collection because there was the 3 90s ones of Piglet, Heffalump and Roo that they didn't re-release in the re-collection. But I didn't feel the need to collect the other 90s ones that they did in the re-release because I don't really need duplicates because they are exactly the same design. And I have been hammering and hawing because the ones that I brought from the 90s are obviously unboxed. But these ones I've just been keeping in their packagings just because I'm an in the box kind of girl. I don't know. But now I've been thinking, because my other ones are out of the box, do I just take these out of the box as well? I don't know. Food for thought for me to think about. You'd have seen these in my Winnie the Pooh Disney Ears collection that I did earlier on in the year. But they're from a small shop called Laura Rose Treasures. This is like her style of ear. Big and puffy. This is like her signature style bow. Just very chunky, big. I absolutely love it. I think they're adorable. So you've just got Eeyore's face on one side and then like his belly on the other side, and on the back you've just got his little tail as well with the little background of the ears. I have a few ears from Laura's shop. I've also got the Sakura Pooh Bear ears that you'd have seen recently in my Sakura collection video, and her ears are just some of my favourites. Moving on to keyrings, I have got this little one from Miniso. I absolutely love the colours they've done on this. It's so cute. I think I got this last year. Miniso did these style keyrings for all of the Winnie the Pooh characters and Owl, which I was most excited for. They obviously did Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, Eeyore and Owl. I was so excited to see that they did Owl. And all the characters set came with the same style keyring. This reminds me a bit of like a zip tie. You like pull it to loosen and then push to tighten. Bit of an interesting style keyring, and then they all came with like a little chain in like the general colour scheme of the character, and then with a little charm. Eeyore comes with a ladybird. I never like putting these keyrings on my bags because I never like want to like ruin them or lose them, so they're just sat up on my very top shelves. And now another keyring. These have started becoming so popular. Plush keyrings are like all the rage at the moment with Disney adults. I got this in Disneyland Paris in about 2015, 2016 sort of time, so like 10 years ago. I also have the Pooh Bear one of this as well because I couldn't decide which one I wanted, so I went with both. But yeah, I got this 10 years ago, and these are now like all the craze in the Disney parks, plush keyrings. We were just ahead of the game 10 years ago. And speaking of the craze at the minute, Miniso's plush keyring mystery boxes. If people aren't talking about little boo-boos, they're talking about Miniso plush mystery boxes. They've done like the Stitch ones, the Mickey Mouse ones, the Winnie the Pooh ones. Literally this is the newest piece of my Winnie the Pooh collection in general because I literally picked it up about 2 hours ago. I got it off of Vinted and it arrived at the collection point today. I've literally still got the box here. I just filmed the unboxing for it, so that'll be on my shorts tab at some point. So yeah, those are all the characters you can get in this mystery series. Roo was the very first one I got, and I did get him as a mystery. I knew I was getting Eeyore because the seller had opened it up, saw which one they got. Eeyore was a duplicate for them, so then she did repackage it and reseal it and then sell, but obviously she knew it was Eeyore, so she did the listing, so I knew who I was getting. And my friend Nina is specifically hunting for the squirrel, and she got Piglet and Tigger that she doesn't want because she only wants certain ones, and she knew that I'm just collecting the Winnie the Pooh character ones, Pooh dressed as 100 Acre characters, so she is sending me Tigger and Piglet. So when I get them, they'll probably be on my shorts tab as well. That'll probably be some point next month. So I've already got Roo, Eeyore arrived today, and Tigger and Piglet will be arriving soon. So that's my mission done on this series. I wasn't too worried about Pooh Bear dressed as random animals. The only one I would quite like to get my hands on is the Secret. It's Pooh Bear dressed as a bumblebee, but as far as I know, he is very rare to find. I have seen him on Vinted a few times, but unfortunately people just put quite a price tag on him. But once I received Tigger and Piglet from my friend Nina, I'll have completed what I set out to do. So mission accomplished for me. If I don't get the B, I'm not too worried. Like all over TikTok, it's been either Labubu's or these, and people have been nicknaming these Lapoo-Poos. I love how even Pooh Bear's facial expression goes with like Eeyore's costume. That's so cute. And now, as I said, I'm not going to be doing all of my plushies, but I've got a selection here, basically all of the ones that I could easily grab to show you. Starting off with the Eeyore Cuddles, I have got, you can see them there, that's where he lives, on top of that little figure display set. You can see Pooh and Tigger there as well. These were from Disney Store a few years ago, and they did also do the giant versions. I've got the giant version of Pooh Bear and Tigger. I haven't got the giant one of Eeyore yet. I think they did do the giant one for him. I think I saw him on Disney Store, but I got the giant versions of those two at Disneyland Paris, and I don't know, I just wasn't too... I'm trying not to be like a completionist. I'm just trying to be happy with like what I have. I'm not too worried about like completing sets. So the fact that I had him in the small version to match up with them, I'm happy with. And giant plushies obviously just harder to store in general. Speaking of small plushies, I've got this Hallmark Itty Bitty Eeyore. I think I got him from Pooh Corner Hartfield gift shop a few years ago. They had a bucket of them all, so I got one of each. They're just down here on the shelf just out of sight. I've got Pooh Bear, Piglet and Tigger, but Tigger's in like a Eastery outfit. And then Eeyore. These are just so cute, and look at his little tail, so cute. And all Disney collectors will agree that the Disney Store Japan plushies are just some of the absolute cutest. For quite a few years they have done the Winnie the Pooh Bumblebee collection, and just how cute is it. I've still got out what started as my Easter plush display. I kept it out, it then kind of rolled over into springtime, and then over summer I've had so much to do. Obviously I got married, I've had so much to do, I haven't had time to like change my plush displays, so it's still like spring, Easter, but now like I just keep changing the title of it, so we're now calling it summertime, because bees are still summertime. The rest of the plushies are like bunnies and flowers. It still works for summertime, so my just Disney Store Japan plush collection is still out on my current plush display. How cute is Eeyore? So look, he's got his little blushing cheeks. Absolutely love his little hood with his little antennas. Then he's got like his little dungarees on. You can see he's wearing like a little yellow top on underneath them. Got little daisies as like the buttons, and then on the back got his cute little tail, a little daisy. And look at those wings, they're shiny, they're puffy. We love squishmallows. My Winnie the Pooh squishmallow collection has been one of the hardest ones to grow, because they just seem to be hard to find over here, especially the ones that I want. I just don't seem to be able to find. I've got giant versions of Piglet and Tigger. I have a standard version of Piglet, a standard version of Pooh, a Pooh Bear just as a bumblebee, and this, like, I think I'm calling it standard size. So I would quite like to get the giant version as well, because I've got my giant size Piglet and my standard size Piglet, and they just look cute displayed next to each other. I'm looking at how I display them next to me on my ladder plush shelves. I don't know where I'd fit any more giant squishmallows, because Piglet and Tigger take up a lot of room. At least I have. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Winnie the Pooh squishmallows. I've got 2 Pooh Bears, but obviously they're in different costumes, 2 Piglets, but they're different sizes, and then 1 Tigger and 1 Eeyore. So at least I have like one of each Winnie the Pooh character that they make squishmallows for. I think I got him from Smith's Toys Superstores a few years, like 2 or 3 years ago, when they first started releasing Disney squishmallows over here. And the last plush I want to show you, I've still got it in its like packaging because it's like really cute. It sits very nicely in like the corner of my shelves. So here it says, "Thinking little thoughts, keep in touch. Winnie the Pooh went round to his friend Christopher Robin, who lived behind a green door in another part of the forest. Good morning, Christopher Robin," he said. And then it's just a really cute fluffy Eeyore. He's got the cute background on the packaging. It says obviously the Winnie the Pooh on the border. I just thought this whole packaging and little setup was too cute to like take apart, as I said, because it's like a corner style one. He sits nicely. He's tucked up on the end of a shelf, and just look how fluffy he is. And he's got, let me just move his ear, like a little patch sewn there as well. So cute. That is the last Eeyore plush I will show you. I have got many more. My mum in her collection has got many more, but we don't have the time of day to sit and go through absolutely everything Eeyore in this house. Okay, and now I think the final part of this video we'll go through is bags. I have 2 Loungeflies and 1 non-Loungefly, which I'll start off with first. This is from the brand Paws and Paws Boutique. They are essentially a dog brand. They do dog harnesses, dog leads, dog accessories, all of that kind of stuff. And a few years ago they got a Disney license, so they can officially do collaborations with Disney. They did a Winnie the Pooh collaboration with, they've done various harnesses and leads and things like that. And then they wanted to start doing some like human collections, but like human dog owner inspired things. And they very kindly sent me this bag to help them promote the launch of it. So as you can see, it's an Eeyore inspired handbag, but it's designed for dog owners in mind. Like, I have recently done a video about this. I'll leave it linked up above. I did my non-Loungefly bag collection and I show you the whole functions of it. But basically the strap turns into an emergency lead if you need it, which is very cool. And yeah, I just think the design of this is just absolutely beautiful. Obviously you don't have to be a dog owner to buy this. You can just use it as a little handbag. It's so cute. Like, look, the zip is his tail, the strap is his, like, inspired by his tail as well. You've got the little quote down the bottom here, find joy in the little things. And then let me show you the lining. They also did an Eeyore collection, like harness, lead, collar, treat bag, all of that good stuff. And the lining is what the print is on that collection. How cute is that? So it's a very nice blue with Eeyore like dreaming and with clouds and some balloons. Very cute. You've got like a nice little storage pocket there as well. I just think that is such a cute design. Okay, and now on to the last two pieces I want to show you, and they are both Loungeflies. One of them you would have seen literally in the last video, so I'll do that one first. It's from the Eeyore collection they did a couple of months ago now. They did 2 mini backpacks, a crossbodies bag, and a t-shirt as well, like a long sleeve t-shirt. They did an entire collection dedicated to Eeyore and butterflies, which I absolutely loved. I won't fully go through all the details in it because I literally did that in the last video, so I'd just be repeating myself again. But it's just absolutely beautiful. You've got little details like these 3D flowers spin. How cute is that? Same on the side pockets, they spin. Look at Eeyore's smile. How cute is that? How big of a smile is that? And then like the butterflies can like actually flap. Very cute. And what I love, the straps are an iridescent. I'm obsessed. And I actually got this from Get Ready Comics. They are on the official Loungefly retailer list, and they're not only a website but they actually have a shop down in Kent. And I was going to Pooh Corner, so I made a bit of a detour via Get Ready Comics so I could go browse some Loungeflies in person, and one tempted me. And last but not least, the final bit of Eeyore merch I'd like to show you is this Eeyore cosplay bag I've had for, I want to say like 3 or 4 years. It's been a while. I can't remember where I got it from. It was either Geek Core or Geek Garage. I get confused between the two, but it was one of those two. I can't remember. It's been a while. But how cute is it? Look how big the front pouch is. I think that's like one of the biggest front pouches Loungefly have done, but that's obviously because the bag is designed to look like the back of Eeyore, and like he's looking over his shoulder, so that's like to look like his entire body. His tail, it's got the little fluffy bit and it actually can move. It's like on this little like spinny thingy, and his ear is like 3D as well. It's all like applique designed with embroidery face details, and look at these little, you got his feet on the side as well. How cute is that? And it's got the back design of like some clouds, the back of Eeyore, and then it says thanks for noticing me. And something I have noticed when I've had this on display with my other Loungeflies is, although this is classed as a mini backpack, like most Loungeflies are classed as mini backpacks, this one seems to be ever so slightly smaller than a mini backpack. It's like a mini backpack. Like, I say this now and I hold this one up next to it and like they look kind of similar, but I don't know, this one just, it just feels more mini to me. I know like I'm saying that to you and like looking at them and they're like exactly the same, but this one just feels more mini to me. I don't know why. It's just some sort of illusion I have. I don't know why. But those are my 2 Eeyore Loungeflies. If you'd have seen the last video as well, my mum has also now got her own Eeyore Loungefly, but I'm only doing my Eeyore collection in this video, not my mum's Eeyore collection. That could be an entire other video. And obviously, as with most Winnie the Pooh characters, Eeyore does feature on a lot of my other bags as well. And that brings us to the end of my Eeyore collection video. Well, all of the bits I wanted to highlight for you. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section down below what was your favourite item that I shoot in this video. If you enjoyed this video, please do pop that thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more from moi, do click subscribe down below on my way down there. Don't forget to ding the notification bell, and you might as well. You do down there. And I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!